the observer magic that creates reality. Chapter 1. There is a collective misunderstanding hidden at the core of human life. A quiet assumption so widespread that almost no one questions it. The assumption that reality is already formed. People wake up believing the world is solid, fixed, predetermined, independent of their inner state. But no illusion has ever been more misleading. Pause here. Feel that belief inside your chest. Feel the heaviness of assuming life is something you just deal with. Quantum physics breaks this illusion instantly. The now legendary double-slit experiment reveals a truth that disrupts the entire foundation of physical certainty. Electrons behave like waves, infinite potential, until something observes them. And the moment observation enters the equation, the wave collapses into a particle, into form, into a single, definite reality. This is not myth, not fantasy, not metaphor. This is measurement. This is science. This is the fabric of existence responding to awareness. Hermetic philosophy saw this centuries earlier. All is mind. Reality arises from consciousness, not the other way around. So the world you think you're living in, the world you assume is unchangeable, the circumstances you call facts, all of it is shaped by one force. Attention creates reality. The field does not respond to effort. It doesn't react to hope. It doesn't obey fear. It responds to observation, to the way you look at a moment, to the consciousness you bring into your seeing. Most people observe unconsciously. They observe their past. They observe their fears. They observe their limitations. And by doing so, they keep collapsing the same outcomes over and over again. Not because they're cursed, but because they have never learned to direct their attention with intention. So pause, breathe, feel the subtle shift inside your awareness. Your observation is not neutral. It is generative. It is creative. It is instructive. The quantum field rearranges itself every time you look. Every time you focus, every time your emotion fuses with attention. You are not here to endure a fixed life. You are here to observe new realities into form. Let this phrase imprint itself into your awareness. Attention creates reality. Attention creates reality. Attention creates reality. This is your first doorway. Step through it gently. You are beginning to see what has always been true. Chapter 2. The Field of Infinite Potential. Beneath everything you touch, perceive, and name lies a field. Not an empty void, but a living, vibrating ocean of possibility. Quantum physics calls it the zero-point field. Mystics call it the void. Hermeticists call it the all. Energy science calls it the unified field. Different languages, one truth. The field is not a distant realm. It is here. It permeates every atom of your body. It surrounds every moment of your life. It vibrates within every thought you generate. Everything you call reality is drawn from this ocean of possibility. Every timeline, every outcome, every identity, every future version of you. And here is the part most people never learn. The field does not choose for you. It waits, it listens, it responds. How? Through the signal of your attention. Attention creates reality. Your focus is the activating force that collapses potential into form. Your emotional presence determines the quality of that collapse. Your internal coherence determines the strength of the signal. This is why two people can live in the same conditions and experience completely different worlds. One sees possibility, one sees limitation, One collapses timelines of growth. One collapses timelines of survival. Not because they have different fates, but because they have different focus. So ask yourself, where do you place your attention? What do you feed with your observation? Which emotions accompany your focus? Every moment you think and feel, you are giving the field instructions. If your attention lingers on fear, the field mirrors it. If your attention anchors in gratitude, the field reflects it. If your attention stabilizes in vision, the field begins to build that vision around you. The universe is not testing you. It is imitating you. Pause. Breathe. Feel the field around you, like an invisible fabric, moving with your awareness. Now repeat inwardly. Attention creates reality. Attention creates reality. Each repetition clarifies the signal. Each repetition strengthens the field. Each repetition awakens the creator within you. The next chapter reveals how your emotional frequency shapes what your attention produces. Chapter 3. The emotional blueprint of creation. Your mind focuses, but your emotion fuels. Emotion is the vibrational signature that energizes your observation. It is the frequency that instructs the field on how to collapse the wave. This is where most people unintentionally sabotage their reality. They visualize abundance while vibrating scarcity. They affirm love while radiating fear. They hope for freedom while embodying control. And the field, neutral and obedient, reflects their vibration, not their words. Hermetic cause and effect states. Every inner state produces an outer effect. No exceptions. No delays. Only precision. Energy science validates this. Your heart's electromagnetic field broadcasts your emotional baseline into space, shaping the coherence of your entire system. Quantum theory echoes the same truth. A coherent observer collapses coherent outcomes. An incoherent observer collapses chaotic ones. Everything is responding to your emotional frequency. This is not punishment, it is resonance. Attention creates reality. But emotion colors the outcome. Emotion gives your attention power. Emotion stabilizes or destabilizes the collapse. So pause. Feel your body. Feel your emotional terrain. What emotion do you habitually return to? That is the timeline you're reinforcing. That is the instruction you're broadcasting. That is the blueprint you're sending into the field. To shift your reality, you must shift your emotional signature, not by force, not by denial, but by awareness. Observe your emotion gently. Breathe into it. Let it move, soften, dissolve. Let your attention rise higher than impulse, story, or memory. Then choose a new emotional anchor: gratitude, trust, curiosity, excitement, calm vision. Hold it. Feel it. Let it settle into your field. Now whisper internally. Attention creates reality. You are not escaping emotion. You are elevating it. You are tuning your frequency. You are aligning your observation with the identity you are becoming. This is emotional alchemy, and it opens the doorway to the next chapter: the rise of the silent observer within you. Chapter 4. The Silent Observer and the Art of Collapsing Timelines. There is a dimension of you that does not rush, react, fear, or cling. A deeper you, a wider you, a quieter you. This is the silent observer, the still core of awareness that exists beneath your thoughts, beyond your emotions, outside your conditioned identity. This observer does not create through effort. It creates through coherence, through presence, through stillness. In the quantum world, Waveforms collapse when observed clearly, not anxiously, not desperately, not reactively. Hermetic teachings call this inner neutrality, a state where you see without distortion, where you witness without projecting fear, where your presence becomes magnetic. Everything you desire moves toward this state naturally, because the silent observer is the purest form of consciousness, the clearest signal you can broadcast. When you act from noise, you scatter the field. When you act from stillness, you concentrate it. Stillness is not inaction, it is alignment. It is energetic precision. It is the moment you return to your power. Pause. Take one breath. Feel the space behind it. This is the frequency that collapses new timelines into form. Not tension, not wishing, not reaction. Clarity, presence, coherence. Attention creates reality. And the silent observer is the one who knows exactly where to place that attention. So sit inside yourself gently. Let perception widen. Let the mental noise drop. Let the emotional turbulence settle. Observe your future self. Observe the identity waiting for you. Observe the life aligned with your highest frequency. And feel it as now. Because in the field, now is creation. You are ready for the final chapter, embodiment. Chapter 5. Becoming the creator of your reality. Once you understand the observer, the field, and emotion, you reach the final revelation. You do not manifest by demanding reality to change. You manifest by becoming the consciousness that corresponds to the reality you desire. Your future self already exists as a vibrational pattern in the field. Your desired timeline is already present as a wave of potential. The only thing separating you from it is your habitual focus. So breathe. Feel your presence. Feel your awareness gathering. You are no longer observing life from the limitations of your past. You are observing it from the identity of who you choose to become. This is the moment creation begins. Direct your attention toward the version of you that is already living your desired reality. Feel their certainty. Feel their calm. Feel their alignment. Let your emotion match theirs. Let your breath match theirs. Let your energy match theirs. Because the field listens, and the field responds. Reality will reconfigure around you as soon as you stabilize this state. Attention creates reality. Attention creates reality. Attention creates reality. Let it echo. Let it imprint. Let it become the baseline of your awareness. You are not waiting for life to shift. Life is waiting for you to observe differently, to feel differently, to direct your consciousness with intention. Pause one last time. Place your awareness gently on your heart. Feel the field around you responding to your presence. You are not just living in reality. You are shaping it, sculpting it, influencing it moment by moment. You are the observer. You are the creator. You are the collapse of possibility into form. And from this moment forward, every thought, every feeling, every breath becomes an act of creation. Attention creates reality. This is your initiation, your remembering, your return to the creator you always were.